In today's video, I'm going to discuss about how I lost my identity after suffering a stroke in 2018 and how I rediscovered a new me in this journey. My lost identity was in that I was not able to do the things I used to do when I got sick. I had to change my total lifestyle of how I was doing things. Here I was, a girl who was very busy in day-to-day things. I used to travel between here and Nakuru, between Nairobi and Nakuru, because in Nakuru I was doing farming, and my home in Nairobi here, my family used to live there. So I used to be up and down. All of a sudden, after this illness, that traveling had to stop, because first of all, I could not drive myself. I could not even use the public facilities to be able to go, because I could not do these things on my own. If I wanted to travel, I had to be accompanied by somebody, because even going to the bus station to take a bus or to take a matatu was a very, very difficult thing. Therefore, I found that even cooking was a problem. Everything I did was so different from what I used to do. People say that they got their lockdown after COVID, but I tell people my lockdown came with the stroke, because my body was locked down, my brain was locked down, because my brain was not functioning to its optimum, my body was not functioning to its optimum. Therefore, in short, that was my lockdown. So when people are talking about COVID and lockdown, I tell them, my lockdown was already in. Let me tell you that because of this sickness, I even came to rediscover that I had a lot of potential which was in me, but I had not rediscovered it because the challenges were not there. The challenge of the sickness helped me rediscover myself. Now, imagine a busy person staying in the house the whole day, doing nothing. I had to find a way I could handle my lockdown and do things, because otherwise I would have gone crazy. So I discovered new things like making flower pots. I taught myself to make flower pots through YouTube. I started knitting, and I could knit for anybody. I just used to buy knitting wool. I would send for knitting wool, and I would start knitting scarves. I would start knitting hats. I would start knitting booties for babies and give them away, because this was also helping me in the connection of my brain neurons to work together properly. I also started potting flowers, reading, discovering anything I could do to keep myself busy. Like now of late, I've started also making patterns so that I can be able to make dresses or tops. And this is rediscovering things which I had forgotten I could do. The last time I did any patterns was when I was in Form 6. But now, I'm able now to do patterns and even make tops for myself. This is what we call rediscovering myself. You might ask, what was your normal functions during the time before you were sick? I would do farming in my farm in Nakuru. I would travel up and down trying to look for any income generating activity which I could do. And I was a very busy person. I joined cooperative societies. I even became an official in a cooperative society. And when there were meetings and whatever, I was always part and parcel of that community. And many other things, even the community within our place where I was living. We used to meet as the community, look at the roads, look at the water issues, and we'll discuss them and see how to do it. But now, with this kind of problem, I was not able to do this anymore. So, it is very important that when you get an illness which is going to affect your life drastically, you find ways of re-engineering yourself and reinventing yourself so that you become useful to yourself and to those around you. Now, the new me, how I handle it week, month, and going forward. I even try to become to run technology, like the use of the mobile phone. Even this YouTube I'm doing, I've just run it out of necessity to keep myself busy and to help you and somebody else get their health improved by the knowledge I have discovered through my own challenges and through the research I have done to help myself, and I'm able to help you and somebody else. I even learned how to use laptops. Before I was not able to use a laptop. So this has been a blessing in disguise, and I have learned many things which now I can do, which are new to me. I learned about diet, I learned about sleep, I learned about exercises, I learned about supplements, and this information I've been able to share with you so that you can also improve your health and also you can reinvent yourself. Even if you are healthy, it is possible to reinvent yourself and find new skills which you never thought you had. I realized that I'm very resilient and I'm very able to keep consistency, because consistency is key to healing. I learned to be purposeful in whatever I'm doing, and I feel grateful to God for what He has done for me. So I can tell you also the role of independence. Being independent, being able to even go to the fridge and take out your food, heat it in a microwave and eat. Do you know, that is something I took for granted, and I discovered that being independent is very valuable. Thank you for watching this video. Join me in my next video as we discuss more about health and how to get our health recovered and how to reinvent our